name is Melissa, and I want to say welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Just make sure that if you want to get all of the tips and tricks and fun tours and everything else that I'm going to be offering on this channel, that you subscribe below and make sure you turn on that notification for when I have posts, which are usually going to be about 4 to 5 times a week. This video here is a know before you go. It's starting my big series of tips and tricks that I want to be sharing with everybody at least once or twice a week. I am also a travel agent, so people reach out and ask me questions, and I love to direct them to one spot where everything is together, and that's going to be this YouTube channel. So I want to start out by saying everybody fits into kind of a category when they're planning their Disney vacation, right? You're either a last minute traveler or it's something that you've been planning for quite some time. Regardless of which category you fall into, there are a few things that everyone should know before they set foot on property. Number 1, when you are visiting Disney right now, get ready to celebrate. You're going to be traveling to Walt Disney World in the middle of the 50th anniversary celebration that started in October and is lasting until 2023. So you have a full 18 months to enjoy specialty food, specialty drinks, specialty limited time entertainment, and limited time merchandise that I'm sure you've seen on social media. And there's so much more for you to enjoy while you're there that is going to be specific to celebrating the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Number 2. This is a tough one because nobody likes to talk money, but make sure you budget for your trip. Your budget line should be your hotel, your park tickets, your dining, and souvenirs. And I even like to suggest that people add transportation in there. Well, there is Disney transportation if you're staying on property. You do need to somehow get from the airport or however you're traveling to the resort. And then there is Uber and Lyft on property that sometimes you just don't want to wait for those buses. So grabbing an Uber or Lyft or even a taxi sometimes can be a better option. Number 3 that I like to talk about are your resort options, and you have a wide variety. The resort options for on-property go from value to moderate, deluxe to deluxe villas, which are DVC units that you can rent out. You also have the option to stay off-property, and you have the option of staying in Disney Springs resorts, which get the same benefits if you're staying on property. The value resorts for on-property guests are the least expensive, but you also get the least amount of amenities while you're traveling, which is something for you to think about. I like moderate resorts. They're obviously middle of budget, and some of them have really cool perks. The transportation for some of them are fun, like staying on the Skyliner. And then deluxe, of course, are the higher end. Those resorts right now do have extra magic hours, whereas the other categories do not. Number 4, and this is a tough one, is you won't be able to do it all. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, especially for people who have been planning their trip to Disney for a little while and don't know when the next time they're going to get back is. My suggestion is to make a list on the Note app on your phone of your must-dos for this trip to Walt Disney World. And then everything else, just save it for the next time, because there will be a next time. Number 5 is to park hop or not to park hop. The park hopper ticket is an add-on to your base ticket, so it's not something that you have to purchase. Before I was an annual pass holder, I always got a park hopper, but I've been going to Disney since 1990, so that is a little bit different. If this is your first time visiting Walt Disney World, I suggest sticking with your base ticket. There is so much for you to see and experience in each park that going from one place to the next isn't completely necessary. But if you're an avid Disney goer and you want to just go on one ride in each park and maybe hit all 4 parks in one day, then of course get the park hopper. Number 6 is dining reservations. 60 days prior to your day of arrival, you are able to go on and make dining reservations for your length of stay. This is something that you should not skip, because getting dining reservations at the top restaurants sometimes can be absolutely impossible. So I suggest to make sure that you're up and ready at 6 a.m. with your first, second, and maybe even third choice. Right now, with the parks having been closed for 4 months and borders being closed for I don't even know how long, people are finally traveling again. So those popular restaurants are almost impossible to get into. So make sure you have multiple options for each day. Number 7 is the My Disney Experience app. This is available on both iOS and for Android devices. Here you'll be able to plan your entire day through the Genie Plus, and Lightning Lane features. This is all within the My Disney Experience, so it's not multiple apps that you need to download. On this app was also maps of the park, so you don't need to get the paper maps, although those are a fun little thing to take home with you. So just make sure you do have that downloaded, because you'll be able to kind of plan your whole day while having that app open. Number 8 is watch the clock. And while I hate saying that while you're on vacation, in Disney, things are happening minute by minute. So it's important for you to know what's going on around you in the time frame that you're there, so that you don't miss something that you may or may not have wanted to see. This includes cavalcades, the full-on parades, which are finally coming back, fireworks, and the shows that are also back in each park. Number 9 is pack for Florida weather. And while in the back of your mind, you might be like, oh my God, it's Florida, it's hot. It's not always hot. So make sure you plan ahead, watch the weather, and my suggestion is definitely pack layers and almost like capsule wardrobe pack, if that makes sense. Make sure you have a light sweatshirt available, and if you're traveling mainly in the summer, make sure you also have a poncho of some sort in your park bag, because while it might be 100 degrees, 90 degrees in the shade, the chance of a afternoon daily rain shower is pretty high. And the final tip that I have for you is you'll be back. Just know in the back of your mind that while this may be your first trip, it will certainly not be your last. So while you're getting ready to check out, or if you have a pool day and you're hanging out at the resort, make sure that you visit the front desk and see if they have any bounce back deals. This is when you book a stay prior to departing from the Disney resort, and they offer you discounts for your next stay. As I said before, I am a Disney travel agent, so I would love to hear from you if you have any questions, and also if you're looking for a no obligation free quote for your next Disney vacation or Universal, please let me know. Thanks for following along, and I'll see you next time.